just the one small detail, which is around the semantic modeling. And find the way to operate this. That's it. So we'll look at the objective. I think that's a really easy one, actually. Look at progress, where we're going with this, and how to get involved, because it's an important topic. In terms of what we're trying to achieve, I think that the European interoperability framework describes it really well. And as you can see, there are two layers in there that are relatively recognizable for us. One is semantic interoperability, which I think Roland has explained very clearly, as well as the technical interoperability. So within Federated, we have two major activities. One is around the semantic modeling and the other architecture. And I'll look into the Federated semantic model now with you. In terms of what it is, and I was pleased to see the word overarching in the previous presentation, that is exactly what the Federated semantic model does. And if you look at the concept of multimodal, intermodal transport, what you see is that there's all these various sectors: aviation, rail, maritime, road, inland waterways, pipelines, you name it. And each of them today have their own standards for data exchange, whatever form it takes. And even within these sectors, you have multiple standards. I mean, speaking for aviation, although there is only one organization that manages it, even we have 3 different standards relating to different eras of innovation. Rail, same story, maritime, road, everything. And the point is that we don't want to change that. We're not going to change the past. We're not even going to change the present. These sectors have to do what they do. They have to manage their own environment in the way that they think is most fit. What the Federated semantic model attempts to do is to create an overarching model that allows these various sectors to interoperate via that model. As a result, the semantic model of Federated is actually quite simple, because it's only looking at the connection of these various modes, which makes it very usable. And the other nice thing is that it doesn't interfere with the work that's already done, because it's on top of, it's not instead of. If you want to look at the progress, I created a big button, see if it's going to work, because we have a website, federatedplatforms.eu. Hopefully you've seen it. And if you've been there recently, you'll see there's a new tab there, Developer Portal. This actually tells the entire story of the work that we have done. There's some images there. I think they're going to come in a second. They're coming so well. They're coming. So this piece of work that's on our website now. Let's not worry about it. I can describe the images. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. No. I think, in fact, you have already seen it. If you look at the bottom left corner, it says flower model. That's the one that Roland just showed us. So the point is I didn't actually want to go and present everything in detail, more the fact that it's there. So.
No, it's not.
Don't worry, Guido.
I'm sorry.
The Galaxy doesn't work.
Okay. So we're battling with technology here. Developer portal. If you click. Yeah, okay.
Okay. Which one?
Developer portal. Yeah.
No, that's okay.
It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's not important. I don't need to go back to the website.
No.
Okay.
You
need the website. Yeah. Don't worry. I'll take control. Sure. So up to 5 minutes.
We're getting 8.5.
Don't worry.
Okay.
All right, coming back to the developer portal. In any case, what I was going to say to you is that if you want to find out what we have done, it's all documented here. And there are some images, and those people at home, they'll probably see that. It's all there. All the descriptions are there. There's online documentation, which allows you to search through the model, get all the details of what it is. So it's not just a nice picture of a flower. It goes right down to the lowest level of detail. One really cool feature on this new site is that there is actually a query engine implemented on the Federated project.eu website, where you can actually create queries. And this is a language, it's called Sparkle. It has a lot of similarities with SQL for those of you that come from that era. If you look at a YouTube for 10 minutes, you'll understand the difference. And you can actually, using this, access information from various modes of transport of those people that have actually provided access to their data. So this is going to be a pretty cool tool going forward. There you are. So there's this one here. Okay. Here's the images that we were looking for. And if you go down, you go down. Sorry.
Yeah.
You look at that screen. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. You'll see we can drill down and we can drill down further, and the details are all there. But I didn't really want to focus too much on that, because this is time where you need to stand down quietly, and you can contact us if you need some more information. If I go back to the presentation. So by all means, have a look around here. And I think that in future presentations, we'll actually use these tools to show you some examples. But right now, that's where we are, the work that's been done. And also my thanks to the partners at Tino that have done a lot of work for that. Just in terms of what the next activities are, I think one of the really important activities over the next 2 years, and Roland referred to it, is that we really need to see a semantic integration of the living labs. That is one of the big activities. These labs are running, a number of them are actually in a very advanced state, and we need to make sure they can talk to each other using this semantic integration approach. The second thing that came up earlier also in the comments from Shimon is that we need to look at governance of something like this. This doesn't stop when Federated project is finished. This needs to continue. So we need to consider how can we continue to maintain and develop this semantic model. And then lastly, as a project, we need to see if we can cooperate with other semantic projects in logistics and transport. There are literally tens of thousands of organizations and companies in the world that have developed exactly this approach, but not so many in logistics and transport. It's a sector that's usually coming up. We've done some work with ERA, very successful, and would like to do some more work with others. So this is something that we need to work on. In terms of getting involved, well, Living Labs, this is a call for action. Need to make sure we start working on this integration. In terms of the governance, we have a group within Federated that looks at that, and the comments from Shimon are very welcome in terms of what needs to happen also at ADG Move side. And then lastly, in terms of cooperation, how to get involved, I think the board and the Semantic Modelling Group should agree on what are the most likely entities we should cooperate with. And with that, I think I will relinquish my